Can you guys please stop commenting that I look 14? Like, okay, I get it. Like, I'll be having a wonderful day and then I notice my comment saying, oh, you're not 14? Like, but comment free of this on your For You page. But anyway, I'm gonna do my lashes because 14-year-olds don't wear lashes and I'm not 14, so. But I actually really like to do my lashes except for when the lash keeps getting stuck to the thing. And my lashes are from Kiyu. I just did 2 12s and I see myself looking more grown already. Guys, take a look, 20-year-old. But I think I understand why people say that. I kind of do look like I have a baby face, but in my Get Ready With Me's, I used to record with the camera super low. So that's probably why people thought I was younger. Also, I do put the glue on the lash as well and on my lash. To be honest, I use so much glue, which is probably why the lash is always getting like stuck to the thing, but it helps me keep my lashes on longer. Okay, I'm done. Kiyu lashes always come in clutch. So one time I fell asleep in class and I had a dream that I was like using the bathroom and I started peeing in my seat. And like the people around me were like, oh my gosh, what's that dripping noise? And then the teacher saw me peeing and she like woke me up. Comment if I pee this on your For You page. And then when I woke up, I started like screaming because like my pants were all wet and like the floor was wet and like everybody was like looking at me and it was just embarrassing. And like I didn't really know what to do at that point, so I just kind of threw myself on the floor. Sorry, I threw myself on the floor and I started like rolling around because like I was like peeing in class and like everybody saw me do that. Like that's so embarrassing. And like someone started recording and like it got posted on like a little school Instagram page and everybody started clowning me. And my mom tried to have me move schools, but the video low-key went viral. So even at my new school, like the people started calling me Pee Girl, and like me switching schools did absolutely nothing. Sorry, that was just a joke, but if you made it to the end, comment in orange.
This is my first latex dress, and this is what's supposed to cover the top. I'm wearing it to a party where I don't know anyone. But hey, what a way to make a first impression. I'm crazy, but I'm free. But the dress code is go big or go home, and this is the only option I have. So I have to pull this off somehow. The dress is from Poster Girl, and I think it can look so epic. I just have to be so precise with my makeup. It can't be too much, because that's not gonna give off the right vibe. I'm gonna try it on once I'm done with the makeup, and I also need to style it. Also, I have this ugly pimple on my forehead, and I don't know what to do with it. Do you guys think pimple patches actually work? Because I might need to go buy some now. Okay, now I'm gonna line my waterline. I hope this looks good. I have a vision. You just need to see it once it's done. Now lashes, I can't mess these up because these are my last ones. Okay, I'm not gonna breathe. Okay, I did it. Now I want to match the eyes to the blush. I'm gonna mix this Makeup by Mario one with Gucci. Cream and powdered blush. First contour, and I'm using a cool toned one, just to look snatched. Now blush, and the second one. And I'm gonna line the lips and do this Armani lipstick. Okay, I think this is the right amount. I'll figure out the dress now, and I'll show you guys in my next one.
Bonjour! Get ready with me, but I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me in French. Also, I'm on the phone with Daniel.
Hi guys!
Je sais pour un nouveau. Oh, by the way, before we continue, you already know if this gets on your For You page, please comment For You page in the comments. As always, I'm following and noticing every single comment that comments For You page. Você me sentens do Valer Savas. Mes amis on se ve tandas. Referências justas vão es moves. De toute façon. By the way, if you guys cannot understand me, just turn on the translators. It should be somewhere. I don't know where it is. Juvissima dos person. Noël espèce que là. Et je cite déchete. Si tu vous plaît, zen me dustus pass. Jizé. Jizy jolly. Et nanziman. Je vais régler. Une fois je marche. Ok, nous avons presque fini. Mino tout de crâne élève. Bonita élève. Okay, guys, I can finally talk in English, but we are all done. If you stayed all the way to the end, just comment I stayed. No Pacific emoji today. But as always, remember to have a great day and remember that God loves y'all. Bye, guys.
My corporate job. Today I'm using a plum blush. I did still start with face oil as base, but today I added 2 drops of my Tan Luxe drops. I never tan my face. I always wear SPF, so it's always paler. Just a little pro tip of mine. The color of this blush reminds me of red wine. I do not drink red wine anymore because of a bad experience I had on February 5th of 2021. I still love the look and smell of it. You do have to trust the process with this technique, but the oil underneath just adds the nicest glow, and this all blends like a dream. Another really big tip with the outcome of your makeup is how you apply it. I start with very small, thin layers and build up from there. You can always add more, but you can't take off the makeup as you go or it'll look weird. And I use very low coverage products besides the blush. I use very pigmented blushes and then layer everything very sheerly on top to where it always keeps a nice glow. One of my biggest things is I want my makeup to look good in person when I'm out meeting people and everything, and this just really slays that every time. Okay, so before I add contour, look at where we're at with the skin, how glowy we're looking. Everywhere we put the purple, it just really brightened. You can still see it, but it doesn't look purple anymore. I do consider this amount of blush more of a bold, full glam look, but one of the best parts of my technique is it lets you do a full glam look without it ended up looking cakey in person. It just looks seamless and glowy, but it also looks just as pretty done naturally with just a little bit of blush, a tinted sunscreen, something like that. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do a full look with this new Makeup Forever palette I got. Still do my face oil and blush routine, but just use this. It's got like shimmer shades too, so I'm curious to play with those. One of my other favorite things about doing this routine is my husband never knows what he's coming home to. I could be doing red blush, I could be doing purple blush. He never knows. He usually doesn't remember whatever plans we have, so it's like the whole afternoon's a surprise. I actually got some PR packages recently. My husband was like, nobody sends me anything. Why don't you talk about that I like to fish? I guess somehow seeing my few little PR packages, he wants brands to know he exists too. Putting a little bit of that plum blush on the eyes. I'm gonna try to make this into like a burgundy-ish eye look. Just do like my regular little smudgy wing, but just like kind of tile the colors together. Yes, y'all, my lips are still a little swollen. Just fluffing the brows today. Setting my face with a hydrating spray and a setting spray. Highlighting the tip of my nose. In the past, when I added purple blushes and added more on top, I always felt like it was a little too neutral. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this pink one. I'm gonna put a little pump on my hand and then just kind of dab that in, blend it out. And here is the final look of the day. Glowy, hydrated. You can see how good the blush looks with the oil underneath. Obviously you can use whatever shade you like, but let me know what you think. Bye y'all, have an amazing day.
Play Born to Die by Lana Del Rey.
Here's Born to Die by Lana Del Rey on Amazon Music.
Good morning. Alright, NYX primer, and we might have to get a new one soon. Good. Not enough and the road gets tough, I don't know why. Making me laugh. Choose the last word, this is the last time. And I don't wanna die. Gonna take a walk like it goes insane. We're not gonna do a lot of concealer. So blend this out and you're gonna set it with the Charlotte Tilbury powder, but only under your eyes. Yeah. One side is blended out. Ew. A hair. Ew. The fuck? Wow, I just put on nails like this morning and I'm really not figuring out how to work them. Okay, that's done. We're gonna go in with bronzer. It's the Makeup by Mario bronzer, shade Dark Deep. This music is making me feel like a princess. Singing in the backyard, pull up in your fast car, whistling my name. Wait, I'm also gonna do my nose contour. Get undressed, take your body downtown. I say you're the bestest, leaning for a big kiss, but his favorite making one. Play video game. And there's a place on earth with you. Tell me all the things you wanna do. I know that you like the bad girls, honey. Is that true? Better than I ever even knew. They say that the world was built for two. I know that you're living in somebody is loving you. Baby, now you do. Now you do. Now you do. Now you do. Okay, we're gonna let it sit. While we let it sit, we're gonna go in with the Rare Beauty blush shade Encourage. Guys, my Spanish teacher, oh my god, I love her to death. She said I influenced her. She watches my Get Ready With Me. She says it pops up on her For You page. She's like, I'm not allowed to, but I'll watch. And I'm like, girl, I love you so much. Like, right as I graduate, I'm following her. And she was like, I bought the blush because of you. And she was like, it's so... Okay, we're gonna go in with highlighter. Wow, that was like the easiest I've opened it like ever. Yeah, Cookie Benefit. For my bottom eye makeup, I'm gonna use the Voluminous mascara on my bottom lashes, and then on my waterline, I'm gonna use just a black eyeliner. Wow. Wow. Anyways, lip liner, NYX, no, yeah, NYX shade Mauve. Spray. Okay, this is my makeup done. It's really good today. I ate. So, bye. Bye. Bye.
Tell the truth, I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you.
This claims to reduce fine lines, relieve puffiness, and brighten dark circles. Disclaimer, results may vary depending on skin type.
as a content creator, this day 5 years ago, my life changed forever. Every year on my anniversary, I recreate my first ever TikTok.
Oops, my heart went oops. Yeah. My heart just got stuck between.
But this year, rather than creating the exact same look, I want to do how I would improve it based on how I do my makeup now, because I've improved. This is pretty, but there are so many things I would change and do differently now. I also have like double the size lips. No blush kills me. I'm gonna use all the same products I used 5 years ago. This is literally the lip liner I used 5 years ago, and some of the other things too. I used the cult classic iconic Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. That's fine, but those brows were thick. I'm gonna comb them into place. Now, I still like a dark, angry brow. That's not gonna change, but this is a little bit thinner and a little less bitchier than the other one. Listen, the dip brow is not for the weak. Then I went in with the ABH Soft Glam Palette. This is the same one I used 5 years ago. You know how expired this shit is? And you know damn well I used P. Louise. I'm gonna do the eyes mostly the same, but I'm gonna change one thing. Even though this ABH palette is extremely old, it still works like perfectly. This was a really rich, smoky eye. One thing I can say about the last 5 years, I did not expect my life to go in this direction. I can tell you that much. I thought at this point in time, I would be living in my parents, trying to still pay off my student loans. Literally the week before I made my first TikTok, I was crying in my mother's arms about how expensive my student loans were, thinking I was literally gonna be on the streets because I couldn't afford that shit. Then my life literally gets flipped upside down overnight. I lose my job because of COVID. My graduate program gets totally shut down. That same week, I decide to make my first TikTok, and the rest is fucking history. In this look, I have a gold bronze shimmer on the lid, but I learned that I am a silver girly. So instead of gold, I'm gonna pop silver on the lid. Yup, yeah. I don't regret it. Smoking everything out. And you know, one thing I definitely didn't do 5 years ago is make it nice and sharp. So pretty. Even like to lay down some concealer to really define the edge. And 5 years ago, point of view wouldn't have even existed, and Michaela would have had no idea what was coming. But my video on skin prep is what changed my life, and now we're here and I have my own skin prep. I use the Maybelline Superstay Foundation, which has been discontinued, but they have this new 30-hour version, so I'm going to use that instead. Foundation is incredible, though I use it all the time. 2 things I'm changing. I'm going to bronzer. I was a Shape Tape girly. Actually, I'm going to use this the same. I would do the triangles, and I don't even mind doing that. I like it. It's a lot of product, but I like to wear a lot of makeup. I used to do this every single day because it gives you that doll look. I wanted to look as fake and plastic as possible. It's pretty crazy. And then I would bake with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is the same one I used 5 years ago, so it's a little scary putting this on my face, but I would set and bake under the eyes. I mean, it would look insane. Like, it's makeup. I've always been a heavy on the bronzer girl. The Too Faced chocolate one was one I used all the time. I mean, oh, it smells so good. Always been heavy-handed with this. I want to wear blush, but not a lot. I'm just going to use a little and higher on the face. Slightest pop. Winged liner has always been my signature. And I've always been a Lily Lashes Miami girl. Black in the waterline. Poke that out with black shadow. A little bit of brown. My lip combo for literally like 10 years was MAC Strip Down and MAC Flesh Pot, which, thank you for bringing it back. Now I actually have lips. Concealer lips all the way. I mean, the makeup eats. I have had quite the glow up over the last 5 years. A lot of it has to do with confidence and lip filler, but I also just really see it in the makeup ability. Thank you for the last 5 years. I fucking love you. I love what I do with my whole chest, dude. And wait until you see my fucking outfit.
この少しのアイテムでメイクアップしていきます。まずはボンジュン用の下地をいつもみたいに使います。乾かす。よーいスタート。ダルバの日焼け止め下地を塗ります。ピュッピュッピュッピュッピュッ。いい感じ。次クッション。 クッションはブランディーバラ。いい感じ。自然光でやっていきますね。はい、こんな感じです。シェーディングはアイム耳。そしたら次はこのデイジードールのルースパウダー02番を使って押さえるとこだけ押さえていきます。眉毛、まぶたもいいか。この小鼻横、おでこも少しだけ押さえてあげて、てかもう全体でいいや。顔全体洗います。こんな感じ。結構いい感じなんだけど。そしたらアイブロウやります。アイブロウもデイジードールが、違う、ミニムでした。ミニムで描いていきます。若干。こんな感じです。そしたら、チークをやりますけど、チークはこのディアダリアの超可愛いこれ。見ててね。これ入れていきます。ほら。これがツヤツヤほっぺに仕上げてくれます。こんな感じ。もうちょっと。天才くん。ツヤツヤほっぺ。で、次、アイシャドウ。アイシャドウはこれ、プランプクコーデアイズの3番です。明るい色を涙袋にのせていく。で、涙袋のがまぶたにものせできたら、この濃い色で影とか描いていきます。 自然な幅で。ちなみにこれはイエベの子でもできるのでおすすめで、上からこのちょっとキラキラの方は取って涙袋にのせてあげて、そしたら影を描いていきます。アイラインを引きます。まだ行ってくるばあちゃんと。うん。うん。グッドグッド。はい。アイライナーはこれ。ヘアヌ。マスカラはキングダム。はい。よ。じゃーん。こんな感じで。みんなもう完成なんだけど、リップはこれ。オルタナティブステレオのこれ。8番。これ適当に塗っても可愛い。こんな感じです。完成しちゃったもん。で、最後にセッティングスプレー。ダルバ。ツヤお姉さん、ツヤおにって感じで完成。みんなも真似してみてね。